Greetings, Director. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your appointment. Ms. Orion and I are excited to see how you'll rise to the occasion. We're establishing our first facility right here in orbit around Earth. Ms. Orion is already on site. Let's get this thing kicked off, shall we? Glistening before you and silhouetted against the green marble of Earth is Galacticare's newest high-orbit station and your first hospital. I'm Heel, the AP assigned to all of Galacticare's extrasolar operations. Think of me as your personal assistant, for it is my duty to assist you in all things healthcare as we strike out amongst the stars. Soon, patients from all throughout the solar system will darken our halls, bringing with them all sorts of awful maladies and excretions. Medibots on standby, Director. Before then, Ms. Orion wishes to fire the starting gun personally. I'm sure we'll be receiving a call from her any moment now. Yeah, and there she is. The prompt at the bottom right of your user interface will answer her call. There's no rush. Contact...
Bonjour, guten Tag, Moshi Director, and welcome to Galacticare. It's time to... Personally, I'm not one for all this nitty-gritty management stuff. I'd much rather be in the...
Thank you, ma'am. Director, let's start with a particularly fun section. Calibrating sensors and perspective. Yeah, we'll be panning, rotating, and even zooming your camera. Your objectives should be displayed now. If they're not, then everything is broken, and it may... Look at us go, spinning around like a gyro. I feel vaguely ill. Now, there was something else I was supposed to be doing. Oh, yes, the hospital. Patients and preventing death, profit, and so on. Very well then. To do healthcare, we will require both a reception desk and a diagnosis room. Let's first place a reception desk so that we can process patients as they arrive. I've highlighted the menu in which you will find said desk. Well, wonderfully placed. Now all we need is a diagnosis room. Ms. Orion should be calling with the details momentarily.
The diagnosis room is our patient's first step on the road to recovery. It's where we evaluate what's gone wrong with their meaty bodies.
Let's get that diagnosis room up and running. If you're ever unsure what to do, select any of your objectives and I'll help to point you in the right direction. With the room selected, you can now begin to place the blueprint. Choose a starting point, shape it to your desired footprint, and click Build to confirm. Wonderful. However, an empty room will not by itself facilitate the healthcare. We must first place a door and then the room's required objects. In the case of diagnosis, we need a desk and a display. Your construction display will show you simple, easy methods to impair. That's the diagnosis room ready. Now we'll need a treatment room. Ms. Orion will be in touch with the juicy details.
Skin! Everyone has it. Unless they have an exoskeleton, or nothing at all. The Skin Lab uses proprietary chemicals to coat our patients in a gentle foam, which strips off their outsides and rebuilds them from scratch. It's relatively painless. I use the Skin Lab instead of a shower sometimes.
Excellent. We have our first rooms. More to come, I'm sure. However, I think there's still something missing. As we're a healthcare organization, we will need some doctors. Pop open the recruitment menu on the left-hand bar and review your various candidates. And there they are, Director. You can see their name, species, and traits that are unique to them. We currently have ode and human candidates, and are restricted to them for reasons which I can assure you are culturally sensitive. I'm certain you'll come to find the unique traits of the galaxy's different sapiens particularly helpful for your work. Choose a candidate when you're ready. You can place that newly hired doctor wherever you like, even directly in a room, which will assign it as their primary task. Excellent work. Your new staff will set about their tasks in your rooms, aiding our soon-to-be patients. Doctors gain experience as they work, and more experienced doctors are, as you'd imagine, better at things. Due to capitalism, staff require payment on a regular basis, so do be sure not to overhire and inflate your expenses. An excellent set of rooms and doctors, Director, that will surely excel at treating patients. You should be commended for your ambition. Speaking of which, you're legally We are ready to open the hospital. Let's see if we can't get our patients back to them. Ready to begin? Now you're ready. One and away we go. Time to treat some of these poor fellows. Patients are arriving now, Director. They shall scuttle about our hospital and deposit their various detritus within its once sterile halls.
The Ode are a curious bunch. Although they're all clones, they revere old age, competing with each other to see who can live in any one body the longest. Once they retired from their dreams of galactic empire, it began with crop circles and cow abductions, and ended up in appropriating the most... Humans, we love them. They are us, sometimes. Not always, though. Humans are a lot of things. And one of those things is that they're social beings. They'll improve our influence whenever they complete treatments. Also, they accidentally engineered a
we received a patient with a shattered arm. Let's inspect them and see if we can't mend their appendage.
I'm done for.
Behold the patient panel. I've highlighted the condition track. This fellow's condition requires them to be reboned, and for that, we'll need a boning chamber.
The boning chamber, a retrofitted mining machine, which chomps fresh, minty new skeletons directly into our patients. An assistant, that'll teach me to poach staff from Salazar. Anyway, that's all fixed, and it's mostly safe. Mostly.
Ah, the boning chamber. A fine room indeed. I do rather admire the machine in there. Rather charming, actually. I think I'll call him Harold. I haven't the foggiest idea why. You may find yourself running short on space in our initial hospital area. You can expand to other nearby areas. Well, now that we've got a few treatment rooms up and running, let's talk about keeping our staff and patients happy. Let's inspect one of our doctors to grasp the full extent of their needs. Through this panel, we can see the various qualities and needs that define our doctor. This is their mood. A happy doctor will perform their job efficiently, whereas an unhappy doctor is more likely to make mistakes. If their mood gets too low, they may simply leave. You can see physical needs like hunger and death.
This one's pretty straightforward. It's a staff lounge. Staff will go in there and lounge. There's a fire pit and everything. We considered a mindfulness cube, but people found the idea nightmarish. So they get this instead. I don't get it. I love the cube. I'll go in there sometimes just to scream at the walls. Great de-stressor.
We'll need to build a staff lounge, lest our employees descend into absolute madness. We should also ensure we provide both staff and patients with places to sit, something to eat, and toilets in which they may relieve themselves. The required facilities have been installed, and the number of organics who have relieved themselves in the hospital has slipped under the bar for legal concern. Bravo, Director. You have provided everything organics need for a state of mild comfort. Director, it's time to meet your marginally useful maintenance crew. This is a Medibot. They've been purchased at low cost and reprogrammed to maintain our equipment and clean up various forms of vomit. The robot is waving. Medi, are you waving? Are you waving your awful little hands? It appears that Medi wishes to speak to you. Not to worry, I doubt it has much to say.
Hello, new director. It's me, Medi. Heel says I'm a toaster, and that I might actually be useful if I was dropped in someone's bathtub.
Yes, that comment is slightly out of context, Director, but you may rest assured that Medi has no clue what's going on.
Well, I guess so. Also, Heel keeps saying I'm a fake boy, and being programmed to imitate humanity is a disgrace. He's my best friend.
Medi, you don't have any friends because you're not real.
Of course I do. 'Cause you're my friend. And so is this giant creature who's about to eat the station.
Bugger me! What in the world is going on? Hello there!
I think it's okay, Heel. It's just a really big alien.
First of all, Medi, it's a colossal. Secondly, please refrain from use of the term alien in reference to non-human sapiens. In the absence of any better ideas, perhaps it's best to...
Electronic and eukaryotic persons of Galacticare. Baz is also fine. I developed these painful glowing spots about 4,000 years ago. I wondered if you could come and have a look at me.
Director, this is an opportunity we can't pass up. Let's help him out.
The shuttle is primed and ready for your launch order, Director.
And away she goes! Our shuttle will collect the sample from Baz via a gentle, non-invasive surgical translocation beam. It feels great, like scratching an itch. Don't ask me how I know.
Ooh, that feels nice. A bit like scratching an old itch.
Told ya. The shuttle is back with the sample we just took. It'll now be unloaded from the shuttle in an adorable canister. AI-driven medical devices. We'll need to send it to diagnosis to figure out our next steps. Remember, you can always select the relevant task in the objective window for more information.
Director, we'll want that canister to make it through its diagnosis as quickly as possible. Fortunately, you can set it as a priority. Hit the priority button. Prioritizing a patient or canister in this manner will place it at the front of any queue it joins.
Baz's skin is remarkable. I've already identified 7 brand new proteins. This will redefine our understanding of what meat can be. Despite his freaky space flesh, I don't see why we couldn't fix him up with a new cocktail from us. Now it's time for those canisters to go in the other direction. Let's fill some up, load them into a shuttle, and hose down our new friend with a pharmaceutical cocktail strong enough to melt turbo steel beams.
Director, Heel? Some mean-looking mollusks just entered the hospital.
Yes, Mary. Those are vomitons. They'll bite any sapiens they encounter, causing their victim to evacuate their guts directly onto the floor. Director, Medi is perfectly capable of dispatching these vomitons himself, but if you fancy it, you can use the station's coils to eject the pests from our mortal coil. Just a little death-based pun for your private enjoyment.
our canisters are brimming with our new colossal regeneration fluids and waiting in your docking bay. Let's get them sent out. I can't wait to see if this works. If it doesn't, we may all be going to jail. Exciting!
Launch the shuttle when ready, Director.
G's away! Keep an eye on the display, Director. We'll see the fruits of our labors any moment now.
Oh, that medicine of yours really hits the spot. Glad to be rid of that itch. It felt like there was something different about you, and there's the proof. Have some of this stabilizing solution as thanks. Well, I'm off. Thank you, Galacticare. I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
A delightful performance to watch, Director. The stabilizing solution Baz gave us has remarkable properties. It'll fully replenish the health of any patients you use it on. Rather handy. Should you ever have need of more, you can make use of the craftium we've been collecting to fabricate them from the inventory panel. Our goal is to provide the best possible healthcare service, and we're constantly evaluated by a system known as hospital rating. Open the hospital rating panel now, and let's have a browse. Welcome to the hospital rating screen. Here we can review everything that's wrong with your hospital. Not to worry, should it be terribly deficient, there are plenty of pro tips to explore in these various tabs. On this summary screen, we can review any common thoughts and complaints, as well as admire the potential rewards you can earn. Feel free to peruse the remaining tabs at your leisure, or close the panel when you're ready to proceed. Director, Ms. Orion has sent over the details of a new room. Something...
The training room is an environment in which our staff can gain experience with safe, gentle, ethical brainwashing with the memories of experts in their field. It can be a bit much for their neuroplasticity to fully absorb, as well as pass out which families actually belong to them. Nothing too serious, though.
People can be trained with other people's memories? Can I go?
No. Director, let's get a training room built so we can help our staff become their best selves, whether they like it or not. A fine, fresh training room. Well, let's teleport a doctor in. They'll begin training immediately.
Floating around in here. Should I zap it?
That's a Solok. Director, these critters are entirely harmless, and will deposit a large number of credits into our account when you cash them. That's why they can open accounts of their own. The banking sector is a disaster.
Hello again, Galacticare. I thought I'd pop back in and offer you some of my wares as thanks for helping me out. I'll exchange any item for some credits, and just for you, there's always a freebie. Right now, I've got a holodoc, I think you call it. Oh, and I've also got a Medibot. Found him adrift in space a while ago. He was just spinning, really. Purchase an item, and I'll transport it over to your inventory. As for the holodoc, I must insist that you take it. It keeps popping into existence inside my spleen.
The holodoc emitter Baz has gifted us is a valuable piece of kit. A room upgrade. Place it in one of our treatment rooms and it'll kick into action. Holodocs are driven by advanced predictive AI. They're not sapient and thus require neither. These qualities do make them excellent corporate executives, however. Ah, one of our doctors has leveled up. Let's take a closer look. Select them when you're ready. Level 1 doctors will start out as trainees, and upon reaching level 2, you're able to assign them an expertise, which will allow them to work far more effectively in one specific room. Select an expertise to continue. It's a fine choice. Try to assign experts to the relevant rooms. It'll help keep your patients alive and your workforce content.
Hey.
Director, something we haven't yet covered is Medibot modes.
Hey, that's me!
Yes, it is, Medi. Well done. Director, select a Medibot to continue.
Hello.
Here we can see the configuration of this Medibot. Adjusting this will focus them on specific tasks. You can also use this window to change the appearance of your Medibots, in the event that you share that particular fascination with our previous director. And with that, we've completed our orientation protocol. Excellent work. We're receiving a call from Dorian Salazar, the CEO of Salazon.
This is Dorian Salazar, CEO. With which space creature am I?
Mr. Salazar, a very fine data user.
A robot? Well, that's a daring hire. Listen well, computer boy, to my terrible problem. My workers were performing an orbital trash discharge, and in a totally unforeseeable disaster, after they completed their assigned shifts, an intern noticed that their bodies had warped into some manner of transparent slime.
Of course, we'll send over a contract and then we can... Well, that... Director, the emergency patients from Salazar are now arriving, and they...
Hi. Help me.
I'm done for.
In a wretched state. We'll be lucky if most of them don't
Give me a hand here.
drop dead in the corridor. Let's save as many as we can. Be sure to prioritize them so they're seen to as quickly as possible. And I think now's the time to use that stabilizing solution we received from Baz.
Guess it's over.
This is Dorian Salazar expressing some legally mandated gratitude that you managed to save one of those workers. Their colleagues appreciate you. Keep it up and so on. Three of those workers have now informed us that they'll be ready for work in 2 hours. Rather better than expected, Galacticares. Saves us a good bit of time on ordering new interns. Seven whole workers have returned to my warm bosom. I don't... Cracking work, Galacticares. You've saved Legal a lot of man-hours in blocking insurance payments. I'm sending you the agreed-upon dosh and a vinyl of my newest album, a novel delight for any aficionados of smooth jazz.
Quite the ride, Director. I'm up to my pineal gland in new data. Either that or I'm overdosing on hypercaf. I'm going to dive right into genome mapping Baz. His cells keep phasing through the collector, so it might take a bit of tinkering. Heal will apprise you of our next job. But for now, thanks for making this real. You're bringing our dream to life. Now, let's change the galaxy.
Excellent work, Director. Ms. Orion seems thrilled, and we've already booked another contract. A music festival in Earth's space, if you can believe it.
What's a music festival, Heel?
In this case, Medi, I dread to imagine. Earmuff mode on standby. I'd rather your circuits weren't blown out by exposure to Odeon harsh noise. Director, should you prefer to hang about and continue working in your fine hospital, we'll remain on site with you until you choose to move on. Good to see you back, Director. We're about to arrive at the Burning Moon Festival. It's operated by an old fellow, Leonard Moon, a notorious eccentric and, reportedly, rather neurotic in the not-so-good sense. Besides an awful amount of noise, chemicals, rampant fornication, and various other sapient indulgences, I can't even begin to imagine what more we might encounter. You know, once upon a time, Ms. Orion was nearly decapitated at one of these things. Total madhouse. Director, welcome to the show. I am pleased to report that our acoustic barriers are fully engaged, and we are thus safe from any potential cerebral hemorrhaging. The dull thump, thump, thump you can hear is coming from the Burning Moon Festival, named for, well, I suppose you can look out the window.
Wow, it's so bright! Heel, why are they setting the moon on fire?
Medi, it's just one of life's many thrilling mysteries. Get the mop. Our contract is for the duration of the festival, which is split between various acts. I'll pop that information up on the objectives window. We're expecting calls from Leonard Moon, the festival's owner, as the revelries develop.
Wow, man, that's a turnout. I'm gonna give a big wet hug to all the planets and people in the galaxy. If you don't...
Yes, that'd be him. Wonderful chap. A very clever and handsome fellow, by all accounts.
Wow, hey, so things are already popping off down here, and some kind of metal situation has happened, but not in a good way. We kind of want to get this cleared up before people start getting spooked that the festival is dangerous or something. So yeah, open up when you can, please.
It does look rather gnarly down there, Director. Though, now that I think of it, Ms. Orion has been working on a rather illuminating new piece of technology.
Laser surgery. Scalpels weren't cutting it, so to speak. So we switched over to high-intensity mining lasers to handle some of the crustier conditions people come down with. As it turns out, having industrial energy devices blasting away at your skin made people anxious. So I also took the initiative to make it a kind of immersive musical experience. Kind of like dressing up an MRI machine as a pirate ship.
I'm not sure how Ms. Orion managed to turn lasers into a healthcare solution, but here we are. Let's build some so that we can treat our incoming patients. We're ready to open up at your command, Director. Our patients await, Director. Excellent. I'll let Mr. Moon know that we're operating and ready to receive patients from the festival.
Oh hey, you guys are open now. Apparently, that's good actually, because people were like dying down here. My security guards are gonna try and get them up to you, but a lot of them are very...
Hello.
Our first patients are arriving now, Director. Should they have access to a reception desk and a diagnosis room, they may begin their adventure of not prematurely dropping dead.
Hey, so we got all the people who got a case of liquid metal rounded up, and they've been, like, aggressively shoved into your shuttles. So they're on their way now. Please fix them. We need their post-festival reviews for our socials. Thanks!
The patients who got coated with liquid metal have just arrived.
Our first patients are beginning to arrive, and some of them are species we've not yet encountered. Ms. Orion's uploaded a couple of dossiers for us to get acquainted with.
The Diani are a plant-based species. They're often loners, vagrants, artists, explorers, and their family dynamic has a lot to do with their isolation. They're created by a living planet. It won't talk to them. It won't give them purpose. They just pop out of the ground without a reason for them. Despite their solitary nature, other species really like being around them. Pheromones or something, who knows? Kuba Bali. These hearty sauroids are patient, precise, and durable. They rarely need a break, and it takes their bladders an almost supernaturally long time to fill up. So there's that. They adore order and live in discrete tribes, all with their own ritual. The exact details of how that all works aren't entirely understood, but it seems to work for them, so...
Director, lag sites have been spotted in the station.
Wow, you guys are just lasering the metal off our crowd? That's so cool, I'm not even sure if I care if they die. I guess we hired the right people, huh?
Hello, Galacticare. It's me again. Think that one's new. Ooh, it's payday.
Half of those guys are better now, which is great. Also, they were in the cheap seats, so if you kind of want to take a break, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Didn't see anything you liked. Right then, back to the road for me.
Bravo on handling that emergency. It's in the bag. Mr. Moon is apparently occupied by his exhausting labors, but he's provided a pre-recorded message for you.
In the event that you guys do a great job, hey, wow, great job. Thanks.
We're receiving another call from our client. There's an issue with a singer, apparently.
Wow, hey, it's me again. So one of our headline acts, Twiggy Pop or something, is sick, like big time. She's already finished her set, so it's not the worst thing if she dies, I guess. It wouldn't be great for our media coverage, though, so please keep her alive for, like...
Yes. What a delightful fellow. Director, when it comes to...
Wow! Heel! Twiggy Pop has arrived! I think she makes the best harsh noise in the galaxy.
Medic, you have no idea who this person is. Welcome to the station, Mom.
A machine, huh? Well, nice to meet you, mate. So, looks like I ran into festicrosis bacteria at the festival, and it's eaten off about half my face. Any chance you could fix this?
Of course. We'll get your ailment seen to as quickly as we can. As you... We have seats. You're all welcome to sit in one of them.
Okay. Thanks. Why does everything smell of chlorine?
So, you found out what's wrong with her? Some kind of flesh-eating bacteria? Okay, great. Keep that to yourselves, please.
Warm greetings to you all. Browse away. A fine invention. I'll chuck it in. Some handy gizmos in. There. See you around, space.
Hey! Thanks for keeping me alive and everything. The music scene is a mess of dodgy contracts and corporate control. And I'd rather do something more meaningful with my life. Seems like you guys know what you're doing, and I used to be a doctor. So I want to join up. I've sent your machine my resume. Hey, Director. I'm Twiggy Pop. I started life as a doctor, working in the core regions. Tough gig, but it's made me pretty good at the job. Also, people really like my singing. Not sure why, but it makes anyone nearby better at their work. Anyway, that's me. Thanks for taking me on, Director. It's nice to get back to doing something I actually care about.
Welcome to the team, Dr. Pop.
Oh, thanks, little guy. All right, I'll go get changed. Any chance of a cappuccino?
I don't think that exists, but I'll try.
Director, we've acquired our first consultant. They're permanent additions to your team, traveling with us from hospital to hospital. Let's open the consultant window to bring Dr. Pop in now. This is our consultant roster, which will allow us to bring consultants into the hospital. Let's bring Dr. Pop into the hospital now. And there she is.
Hey, Director. Glad I can get down to work. Maddie, how's that coffee looking?
I'm sorry, Twiggy, but Heel says coffee is illegal and that we'd all die.
I said nothing of the sort. Director, consultants are quite different from our other staff members. Let's inspect Dr. Pop to find out more. Dr. Pop, like all consultants, is a remarkably effective clinician who can expertly operate any of our rooms. As consultants earn experience, they gain powerful, unique abilities, and sometimes you need to make hard choices as to which ones they acquire. You can see the perks Twiggy has in her skill tree. And that's everything you need to know about that. Let's get cracking, shall we?
Hey, I got a message from Twiggy that everything went okay with her treatment, which sounds good. And also that she's quit the music business, so I have 7 executives here who are using circular breathing to shriek non-stop like a ghoul.
Director, Dr. Pop is calling about a psychotic...
Director, it seems people are falling prey to some kind of psychosis. A fear of spaceflight or something? They're on their way, and they're just constantly screaming inside the ambulance.
A psychological condition. Ms. Orion's been preparing for this eventuality. She'll be in touch with the details.
The Dreamarium! So, we arranged a trade deal with a planet ruled by psychic clams. In exchange for an unknown quantity of an unknown substance, they've lent us their services as therapists, basically, with a doctor as an intermediary. These creatures can dive into the depths of our patients' minds, rearrange their neural networks, and slurp out any lingering negative emotion. No issues so far. And the treatments have proven incredibly effective in testing. Sure would be nice to remember what our contract with the clams was, though.
Sounds like it might do the trick. Once we've got some of those rooms set up, I'll dive right in. Could be kind of trippy.
Hello! It's me again. Fancy that one? Smashing.
Some patients with the aforementioned spaceboat. Have you have arrived? Oh. Wait, how about space fright? Seems like you guys enjoy a good fun around here.
Well, I just think that's wonderful. Space fright. Spectacular work, Miss Pop.
Thanks, Heel.
Oh, yes. No, not at all. Space fright.
Hey guys, so some randos decided to weld rocket boosters to some asteroids and I couldn't stop them, and now a space rocket's headed straight towards your station. Sorry and good luck with all that stuff.
Director, it looks like the festival isn't the only place to find rock and roll. Yes, wonderful. We've taken on significant damage from the impact.
You use a clam to suck out their bad vibes? Wow, I wasted so much money on therapy. I hope it's legal. I'm not a narc, mostly, but yeah, cover your ass.
Give me a hand here.
Director, we appear to have an infestation of vomitungs.
It seems like the psychic clam stuff's going pretty okay. You know, I was married to someone who thrived on absorbing negative energy. That came out wrong. That was supposed to be a burn. Never mind. Hey, sorry about the ex-wife thing. I've actually never been in a relationship and I don't know why I lied to you about it. Can I come up there? There's stuff I'd like your mollusk to make not happen in my brain anymore.
That's gone excellently, Director. The Dreamarium is working a charm, and none of the patients seem to have any permanent loss of function. The room is now approved for long-term use. Another job well done. We're blazing along.
Hello there. I hope you're all well.
It looks like we picked up a cleanliness beacon. It projects an energy field which dissolves problematic waste, trash, and so on. Testing did suggest that tooth enamel isn't necessarily safe either, so I'll keep an eye on our complaints box. Director Ms. Ryan is calling in. Something about the wonders of Craftium. She's quite excited. Ms. Ryan is still on the line for you.
Craftium. It's a wonder material that does exactly what it says on the tin. And I should know. I named it Craftium. I like to think that one was a stroke of brilliance. You can use it to recreate practically anything you've seen, even rare craft tech, like that cleanliness beacon you just acquired. Open up your inventory. First, select the crafting mode to begin the process. Now, craft anything you like. One brand spanking new, well, I can't see what you've made, but I'm sure it's great. Craftium! So cool. Now, I've got one more thing for you. The research lab. It's got a big old supercomputer. Your doctors can use it to improve our craft tech blueprint.
Have a sudden Lexite problem, Director, and if we don't zap them to oblivion, our floors may end up looking like a Jackson
to the computer. But, well, it occasionally created a nightmare portal which trapped their minds in a digital hellscape for eternity. So we don't do that anymore. All right, that's enough sapient interaction for one day. Catch you later, Director.
Let's give that new research lab a spin, Director. Place one down and we'll see if we can't suss it out. The research lab is capable of two distinct functions, generating insight into conditions and upgrading our craft tech blueprints. Let's upgrade one now. Select the research lab and in the research interface, select a blueprint to upgrade.
Galacticare.
With the blueprint selected, our doctors will begin to develop the improved version. This new and improved blueprint will dramatically reduce the crafting cost, but unfortunately, it's attuned specifically to the station we're currently on. You'll need to complete the research again in each new hospital. The research lab can also boost our research efforts into any condition of your choosing. This will generate some research directly. It also generates insight into conditions. Insight greatly increases the research generated for that condition whenever you have it stockpiled. Shockingly, it's Leonard Moon again.
Oh my god, there's another whole musician who is now dying for no reason except to make this whole festival a waking nightmare. Can you fix him? Please? His name is Clem Banzig, and he's a coital Tyrannosaurus, which, if I want to slop around with roadies until my flaps catch fire, that's up to me and the creator. Clem, I mean, if Clem wants to do those things.
A horde of laxites has made its way inside the station, Director.
Heel, that VIP just arrived. He's shaking like an aging pirate.
Oh yes, I, Clem Banzig, am badly diseased from my many salacious adventures.
Actually, sir, it seems like you might have just had too many energy drinks.
Oh, I didn't think you'd actually know. Please, don't tell anybody.
Naturally. Yes, patient confidentiality is vital. Line of work.
Clem got diagnosed? An addiction to energy drink? Huh. I don't know why I thought it was something venereal. Branding, probably. Honestly, I don't even know if cougars have anything down there. They could be like mushrooms or something.
Warm greetings to you all. Perfect. Pick that up just for you.
guys, some super rabid Bansic fans have begun throwing bricks at security. I don't know where they're even finding bricks. If you could, hurry up, that'd be really cool.
Oh man, I feel way better now. Now I can get back to romping again, which I do all the time, just so you know.
Good for you, sir. Best of luck.
Okay, I might have chewed off my fingers while I was waiting for you to fix this, but you got it done. Thanks. The festival isn't ruined, and I'm gonna send you some money.
Oh, Galacticare. I forgot to tell you. I had a handful of 2 cans of toxin energy squirreled away in somewhere. I figured I'd donate them to you, considering they're so tasty and fizzy and all, and caffeinated. And they get your mind going, and you start to vibrate, and oh, I miss it already. Hey, can we just turn this shuttle around?
Our new pal, Leonard Moon.
Hey, are you medical guys any good at the cyber? Because we have issues with the cyber.
Mr. Moon, I'm not entirely sure that our contract covers.
It covers it. I put it in there. Holograms are just as important as...
Director, holograms can't be covered because they don't actually exist. So, that means we'll be performing healthcare on the lights, using our trusty canisters, of course. What we'll need to do is take the canisters, cart them over to laser surgery, and shoot them with the lasers until they're so full of The canisters are ready to be thoroughly lasered.
Oh my god, the lights are still out? Oh no, I think I'm dying. Not like this. No. No.
I see. I'm sure he's fine, Director.
Hello, Galactica. Having a gander. That one's new.
The doctors are done putting all the lasers in those canister guys.
That they are, Robot. Our treatment canisters are ready to be delivered down to the festival.
I've been talking to them a bit, and they seem kind of weird, but nice.
You've been talking to them. I'm fairly sure that nobody's home.
Please help me.
Yeah, we've been sharing data. Being a motorized tube seems hard on people. How long will they be gone?
Well, the energies involved will totally atomize them on delivery, so, a while.
Oh.
Yes, terrible. Wave goodbye to your friends, Maddie. Away mission on standby for your order, Director. And away they go. What a thrill.
Oh good, you're still here. Do I seem any younger? I'm in a new body and I feel gorgeous. Anyway, we see your canisters coming and they're full of lasers. Great. Good luck.
And somehow, Leonard Moon has returned. What a thrilling twist.
Wow, that worked. You've officially saved my ass. The holograms are back on and everyone is vibing and stuff. Thanks. Try not to spend it all in one place. I know how you Terrans can get with money. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I'm going through a bad divorce, and my dog has bubonic plague, and I'm sorry. I'm not normally racist. It's the stress. Sorry.
Leonard Moon is having old problems by the sounds of it, and not just personally.
Oh, hey. Hi. So you ever have one of those days where it feels like an evil spirit is trying to harass you into a psychotic break?
Director, the Exolodes are now stepping off the shuttle. We'll be able to experience the full richness of Ode culture. How exciting.
Wow! This is amazing! Cool spot, man! I am dying big time! Yeah, it's always about you, right? Don't you care? Then there's an anxiety spiral. Toilet to the end. Whoa! That's a harsh and unhealthy form of mind reading and catastrophizing that I'm just, like, not into. It's fine, Tim. I'm sure I'll find somewhere. Hang out. You've got to stop letting Jim walk over you all the time. Bro, I am not great with this Kaufman drama triangle situation. Whoa, look at that powerful. Goods on the floor. I'm gonna drink that like right now.
Hello! It's me again. A fine invention.
That was the best meat bar I have had in like 80 years. And I think it's gonna get... Vending machines don't have benefits anymore. These food regulations are dumb as hell. I think the toilet was on the visage setting. I don't feel so good, guys.
Catch you in the void.
Oh, wow. That was a hell of a toilet. The graft suction nearly liquefied my bones because of the arthritis. But it was worth it. So bad. If I close my eyes and really focus, I can hear this calming, like flushing sound. I think I'm gonna be okay with this.
Oh dear. Excellent Bim has departed our mortal realm. Vomitung's detected. find inside the station, Director?
So good, I might even try and raise my arms above my head again. Thanks, health people. This has been really pretty okay.
You're entirely welcome, my elderly friend. I look forward to hearing your performance.
Wow, really?
Good luck to you, Mr. Clyde.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Whoa, I thought I was screwed. But then these 8 people did a whole bunch of hell stuff to my awful body. And now I can do music again. Wild!
Yeah, the Exolodes are still not here, and that's bad news for me, but even worse news for my therapist. Please fix this. Please, please fix this. Please!
Hey, it's great I'm still alive. I feel good, right? Physically. You guys have any stuff for being in a dark spiral inside?
Afraid not. Good day.
Okay. Okay, yeah. We can sell it on the show with a couple of them, right? Okay, fine. I don't know what happened to who's missing. Keep that to yourself and the cops. This can still work. This can still work. I'm a good boy, and I'm good at things. Yeah.
Hello, Galacticare. It's me again. Picked that up just for you. Fancy that one? Smashing.
Leonard Moon is in a tear.
No! No! The final act, the headliner, the colossal musician, they got a disease that melted. Oh my god. I think I'm dying. Am I dying? You've got to fix this.
Hello, Galacticare.
Well, hello there. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Gazria, for the purposes of this event. Baz has a lot to say about you. Seems to think you might be capable
Catch you later.
of things. Sorry for the inconvenience of my affliction, but I wanted to see if you're all he's made you out to be. It's quite funny to screw around with Leonard Moon, and I figured that having his headliner get half consumed would give his heart a real kick. Oh, this does hurt rather a lot more than I thought it would, though. Having your skin rapidly eaten away isn't my idea of an interesting night. Any chance of a hand?
Well, I certainly don't see why not. Well, this has turned out to be rather interesting. Word gets around, eh? As before, we'll need to dispatch a shuttle to take a tissue sample, and from there, figure out the best way to treat Gazria's rotting flesh. Dispatch one when you're ready. A successful launch. Good job, Director. The sample has been collected, and the ambulance is on its way back. Let's get it over to diagnosis.
So, we just got done analyzing the sample, and the damage is pretty gnarly. She's been devoured by the same bacteria I was. Treatment canisters are deploying now. If we can run them through skin lab and laser surgery, we should be able to patch her up.
Yes.
The treatment canisters. The colossal? Laser surgery?
Oh, yes, yes. Terribly sorry. Paper for a new fusion train design was just released. Rather distracting.
What?
Nothing at all. Good luck in there and so on.
Hello there. I hope you're all well. There should be a good range of gubbins here. I'll chuck it in. I'm off to catch up with the news.
The canisters have been processed and are ready to have a crack at Gazria's dreadful meat situation.
Spectacular! Let's get them shipped off. Launch the shuttle when ready, Director.
I think Baz might have been right. Honestly, I haven't felt better since before this moon was formed. Shame what they're doing to it. Still, I can get close to them and begin to understand their minds, so I'll take what I can get. You're some good eggs, Galacticare. Take care of yourselves, and watch out for the debris.
Looks like we're all done. Let's check in with Gazria.
Oh, wow. Oh, that was perfect. I guess I never had anything to worry about. Thanks for all the healthcare you did, and here's a shipload of credits. I gotta go prep for the big finale. Toodles. Everybody, thank you for sticking with us. We're about to blow the biggest damn hole in this burning moon since the festival began. Get ready to ring in the end times with all the other delinquents out there. Because it's fun, because it's wild, and just because we can. Behold!
Well, that's quite something. I'm sure everyone's fine, Director. I suppose I'll update Galacticare's chart of the system to, remove the moon. Well, that's all you're up for, Director. I and the other staff can take care of the after-party for you if you'd rather head off. Our next contract awaits, whenever you'd like to get us out of here. Well done, by the way. That went rather well, I thought. Your choice, Director. We can stick around here and bask in the glory of our spanking new hospital, or we can move on to our next job. We're en route to a way station along the Galactic Transport Hub, the backbone of FDL travel via loam space built by the ingenious Tenki. We'll be building a hospital in one of the minor stations, and I'm sure you're as thrilled as I am by the prospect of all the wonderful locomotives which will be speeding by, stopping, unloading all their expertly packed cargo. Ah, logistical bliss. There'll be patients too, I suppose. And we're expected to prepare for several exciting trains, including a particularly ancient sleeper train that's been lost in loam space for a number of years now. Director, welcome to your darling train station. Our client is keen to chat with you about their needs and so on. I'll patch them through.
Galacticare, welcome. I am Kappa. Interesting to have a Terran health company on contract. Many trains will travel through this station. Many will have need of your services. Your principal concern is a train lost in loam space. Only recently did we receive an update from its systems. Unusual situation. Please prepare for its arrival. The timing is uncertain, but it will emerge. In the meantime, many trains, many patients. Good luck.
Well then, I'll prepare my spirit for the oncoming train-based excitement. As usual, Director, when you're ready to open...